What's up guys, this is Chayton Chopped and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be making a nice cheese dip. The first thing you're going to need to start off is some butter, some green onion, a few tomatoes. Make sure you're very careful with the tomatoes because it can bruise very easily. You don't want to be throwing them around or anything like that. Make sure you're very careful with the tomatoes because it can bruise very easily. You don't want to be throwing them around or anything like that. Get some diced jalapenos, or if you're using whole jalapenos, that's fine, just chop them up by hand. And a block of Velveeta cheese. This is just the original Velveeta cheese. You can find it at pretty much any grocery store. Now we're gonna just start chopping up all the tomatoes and green onions into small slivers. Alright, really quick guys, if you didn't catch that in the time lapse, I just want to show you how I cut up the tomato. I cut it into little slices like this, and I basically just cut like this, and cut once in half, and it works pretty good. So, it doesn't really matter how many tomatoes or how many green onions you use, just make sure you have more tomatoes than onions. Alright, so now we're gonna grab our Velveeta cheese right here, open this up. As you can see, there's a big block of cheese in here. And you don't have to do this yet, but I like to cut up the cheese into small pieces, because it's a lot easier to melt a bunch of little pieces than one giant block of cheese. So I'm gonna open this up, and as you can see, it's pretty much just plastic cheese. But before we cut this up, I'm gonna get a pan, and I'll put everything right here, and the jalapenos and the butter in a pan. Just chop this in half, put a half in there. And depends how much you want. I usually put just about a third of these jalapenos. Alright, now that this is out of the way, we got everything that we need. Gonna set it to the side and start cooking in a sec. Grab our big old block of cheese, and I'm just gonna cut it up into small pieces. Just cut off a little piece. The smaller pieces, the better. So I'm gonna take off a small piece like this and just cut them into fourths. And that usually works alright for me. Alright, now like I said before, this cheese that we just cut up is for later, so now we're gonna move over to the pan. Now we've got everything on the grill, just gonna turn this burner on high heat right now, so we can melt up the butter and get everything going smooth. And we're just gonna cook this for, I'd say about 10 minutes or so, or until everything gets soft and nice and cooked. So I've been cooking this thing for about, I'd say, 7 or 8 minutes now. So what we're going to do now is just give it one last stir from the heat on low. Throw your cheese in there. And now, mix it up some. So now, just grab the lid, put this on. So here we go, it's done. Nice and cheesy goodness with some tortilla chips. Enjoy, guys.